I don't know if you guys heard about this, but there's an ongoing problem in this country with homelessness, and a lot of us have struggled to try to kind of figure out like what's really the origin of this whole like homelessness problem. Why are people homeless? And one intrepid TikToker by the name of Mandy on Earth since deleted their account, I think, but before they deleted it, they dropped onto us this great nugget of wisdom. And this is going to explain to us exactly the origins of... Now, I want everyone in this audience, listen, open your minds, because she is going to say some things I think that you guys might take issue with, okay? But look, open-mindedness means you can't let your internal biases block you from seeing the truth, okay? So I need you to watch the following clip with a very open mind and be willing to challenge your own preconceived notions, all right?
Yesterday, I pretended to be homeless for 3 hours, and I realized that if you're homeless, you're there by choice. Like, you are there by choice, 100% having that experience.
All right. Let's talk about what we just heard, okay? Now, you might say to yourself, when someone comes to you and says, like, hey, homelessness is 100% a choice. Now, your initial reaction to that might be, what the f are you talking about, you psychotic goddamn idiot? What? You might be overwhelmed with the urge to just smack the f out of that person like you are the dumbest person I've ever seen in my life. That might be your initial, like, gut reaction to the situation. But let's remember something here. This woman, she's not just pulling this idea out of her ass. She went out there for 3 hours. For 3 hours, she went out there and experienced homelessness. So she knows what she's talking about. Now, you might say to yourself, hey, I've left my house for 3 hours before. Was that me experiencing homelessness? Yes, it was. And if you look back at those times, let me ask you this. When you were outside for 3 hours, were you out there by choice? Probably you were. The same is true of homeless people. Checkmate. You know, I know that our crazy lefty brains, it's hard for us to accept that the problem of homelessness is all caused by personal decision. We want to believe there's some kind of socioeconomic reason, but there just isn't, guys.
Y'all want to see the absolute widest in the world?
It's the way that I chose to go experience that by choice. It's just the only difference is the stories that you're telling yourself. So if you want to experience homelessness, you want to experience what it would be like to lose everything, you can go have that experience. Or you're welcome to create a bunch of bullshit stories in your life that force you, quote unquote, force you into that experience. But even when you go by force, it's still by choice because you wanted to have that experience. You just created a bunch of excuses for why you gave yourself permission to have it. It's just like any other experience that we have in life. It's no worse or better than having a home. It's no, different than anything else, but the experience does show you how much you take for granted.
Ah, yeah. Right. So you lost your job. You can't find a new one. You're diagnosed mentally ill. You can't get treatment. Wah, wah, wah. Anybody can make a whole bunch of excuses. So you're a mentally unstable person living on the streets, addicted to drugs. Well, guess what? That was your choice, bro. You could have chose to be a billionaire, living in a giant mansion with a swimming pool and a private jet, and big-bootied, big-tittied maids dusting your balls every day. But that's not what you chose. You chose to be a homeless guy rifling through the McDonald's trash in the hopes of finding a frickin' McDouble that you can eat. You chose to be lice-ridden and bunk with rats, buddy. That's just the choice you made. And you've come up with all these justifications for it, but really, it was all your choice. You know? And she says it's not, it's like she went beyond just saying homelessness is a choice. She said it's just like any other experience, man. We just choose it all. So anybody who's ever been raped, you chose it. Anybody who's ever been abused, you chose it. Anybody who's ever been in like a horrible, debilitating accident where they lost, a leg or something, you chose it. Everything in life is just a choice. It's all a choice. Nothing ever just happens to people. No one ever gets over by the system. No one ever gets over by their friends. No one ever gets over by their enemies. No one ever just meets with an unfortunate accident. No, it's all just your choice. You know what the funny thing is? This made this video, got a giant backlash from it, and deleted her TikTok. Was that all her choice? If that's the case, she made a really weird choice. You know what I'm going to do? Make a cringy ass video about how homelessness is a choice. And then when I get a backlash, I'll delete my TikTok account. Because that's what I've decided to do. It's like, okay, then. Very neat. Very cool. You got to love it, man. It's a very beautiful thing. She chose to be stupid, Have you ever tried not being homeless? Oh my God. Just like, get a home, stupid. Yeah, why not just, come on. You want a home so bad, just get one. Quit f***ing around on the streets all the damn time already. It's freaking pathetic, man.